don't care how good looking he is. If he was raised in a dysfunctional home and his mama's crazy, he probably crazy. But then again, if his mama was crazy and he's dating you, you might be the crazy one. All right, everyone, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying that if you were actually raised in a dysfunctional home and have bad parents, that you can't be a good husband or wife yourself. But I do want to make an astrology tip that a lot of people overlook. How many times you hear this sun sign should date this sun sign? This sun sign is compatible with this sun sign. On Facebook, they got tons of groups on it. As an astrologer, I think, oh my God, what they don't realize is you're not even really looking at the sun sign when it comes to relationships. You're looking at, for a woman, the Jupiter and Mars. For a man, your Venus. Then there's the other aspects, like what's in your 7th house. These things really determine relationships. But there is another little thing when it comes to romance, relationships, partnerships, that people overlook, and that is the houses. So let's say you say, I'm not compatible with the Gemini. They're just two-faced crazy. You never know what you're going to get. Geminis, I'm not saying that about you, but you hear the rumor in the zodiac world, right? So Gemini might say, well, I'm not going to date, a Virgo, whatever. Every sun sign usually says, I'm not going to date this other sun sign. What you don't realize is you can have a Capricorn sun, but if it's in the 3rd house, you're a Capricorn with Gemini characteristics at the foundation of who you are. What do you mean? I mean, remember back to that earlier example, if you're raised in a dysfunctional home, some of that dysfunction is going to rub off on you. Well, it doesn't matter what sun sign you are zodiac-wise. If you're in the house that is ruled naturally by a different zodiac, you're going to have that in your temperament. You're going to have that in your personality. That's going to be a big part that people will eventually come to see. Wow. I thought they were a Capricorn sun, but boy, a lot of times they got Gemini characteristics. Well, do they have a lot of planets in the 3rd house? Do they have their sun in the 3rd house? You need to ask yourself, where's your sun sign? Because not every sun sign is identical to all the people born on the same day. Oh, I'm born on September 21st. So everyone on September 21st, every Virgo is like me. No. Because my sun is in a different house than your sun. So that means that house, which is ruled by many times a different zodiac sign, is going to add to your personality. So really, instead of asking all the time, what's his sun sign? What's her sun sign? You should be saying, what house is their sun in? Well, how many planets do they got in a certain house? Back to that Gemini. If you don't like Gemini and they got a lot of planets in the 3rd house, it doesn't matter if they have no zodiac sign in Gemini. If the planets are in the 3rd house, even if that 3rd house zodiac is Capricorn, they are going to be Gemini at a foundational level. So, a lot of people are going to argue with me, this and that. But you know what? Life's too short to not take astrology seriously. And so the real question is this: how do we get a hold of their birth information?